Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins. The 13th week of the season, and we're celebrating back-to-back wins for the first time. Joe, how do you feel?
Call me Frank the Tank because we're going streaking in the quad. It's an old school reference for anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First, I thought you were going to make a Frank the Tank Mets fan reference. That guy.
No, that is an old school reference.
Yeah, I got you there.
First win streak of the season. So, I mean, it's been long overdue. There's been not too many opportunities, but yeah, nice week for us. Puts us in a better mood. Puts us in a fun mood here today. So a lot of positive vibes once we get through the beginning part of this episode.
Yeah, we got to talk about a tragic loss at the start of this week. It could have been 3 in a row, which would have been 4 in a row, which could lead to 5 in a row. We'll get to the preview. All a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Let's get to game 1. The 18-16 Fever without Caitlin Clark. And who else were they without at the start of the game? Anyone else?
That started the game?
McDonald.
Aria McDonald and Sid Coulson. So pretty much all 3 point guards on their initial starting season roster.
Yeah, except Odyssey Sims, will find out, act like she was there the whole year, playing like Michael Jordan against us. Starters for us were Bria, Lacan, Mabry, Morrow, and Tina, as usual. Fever immediately scored off the tip-off. Just one of those bounced right to them they got it right under the basket. I don't even remember.
They were confused.
I looked up.
It was like,
they were under the basket.
Did we score?
Yeah.
One of the easiest 2 points you'll see in the W this season.
Yeah, we had an easy one once, but it was like we tipped it and just ran to it. They kind of, I looked up and they were like under the basket with the ball.
Yeah, they hit it forward. It was almost like, what's your name? Oh my God, Odyssey Sims. They just had no idea. Like, wait, am I going the right way if I shoot this layup right now? And then everyone was like, yeah, shoot it.
It's like the old rec league. Everyone knows somebody who shot the wrong basket.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's probably the most we'll ever discuss in opening tip. But Lacan gets a jump ball in the backcourt on Cunningham, and it has to be reviewed for a hostile act, and the announcers can't tell who it was even reviewed for. Didn't look like much. After reviewed, there was a 8-second violation and a technical on Sophie Cunningham, and she shoved Lacan a little and maybe even kicked her while she was on the ground.
Yeah, it looked like she just kicked her off. I don't know if it was worthy of attack, but like the reaction that Layla was like, "Wait, what's going on here?" Like it was worth looking at, but the announcers had zero idea what they were looking at.
Yeah, and this was a home game, so that was Glasheen, who I actually like. But
no, I do too. I'm just saying in the sense that they were just very confused. They were like,
I know.
Anything with the ball, and I'm like, I texted you. I'm like, I think she kicked her.
Yeah. Maybe hit the technical free throw. Remember that. We'll come back to that in a little. And that opens the scoring for us. Very odd way to start the game. Lacan gets a steal near the Fever basket and hits a mid-range jumper on the other end. Morrow gets an offensive rebound on a Mabry miss layup and puts it back to go up 5-4. Tina cleans up a Bria miss from close. Mabry gets a steal and a football pass to Tina. She's so good at that. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. Tina puts in the bucket for her 6-point. Fever call a timeout. 11-4 Sun. Trying not to get excited at these replay. These going over the tape, not even the tape, the verbal tape. Because we played so well to start this game. It's crazy. Yeah. Mez challenge and out of bounds call on a missed 3 Mabry had in the first with 5 minutes left. Morrow comes from behind and tips the ball like with Howard. It's really hard. It was really hard to tell for me on replay. Live, it didn't really look like Morrow. Like you couldn't tell if she like didn't touch it, but Sun won the challenge. So good for Mez and the team of I don't know however many employees we have that look at that stuff. Usually it's one or two, but
Yeah, there's probably like 2 people working
yeah,
the iPad.
one's usually for situation, one's usually to see if it's actually worth challenging based
Right.
on the evidence. But I don't know if the situation person was in the bathroom or the evidence person just overruled it there. But yeah, situation was very weird. But Morrow had 5 rebounds in first 5 minutes of the game. She was killing it. I hope on look at the advanced stats. Maybe is there anything on challenges?
No, there
14?
hasn't. I haven't seen any challenges, but let me see.
I
Keep
would love to
talking,
know.
and
I
I'll
would
look up
love
and
to
see.
know Mez's record. Yeah, if you can't find it now, which maybe some point in the off season, we can find it. Fever score for the first time in 4 minutes, and now it's 13-6. Fever have 5 turnovers to the Suns 2. A live tip and a steal lead to a Lacan assist to a Rivers for 3. Next play, Lacan gets another steal, and the next play, and Edwards. Next play, Edwards gets fouled and hits 1 of 2. With 22 seconds left, Edwards got a very aggressive board and crashed into Natasha Howard, and they both went down for a minute. Play resulted in a foul on the Fever, and Edwards hit both. I said to you that was the most like aggressive board without a box out I've ever seen. She just like jumped and crashed into Natasha
Yeah,
Howard.
he like hit like a cross body on her, and
Yeah,
just it was the right call because she left her feet and there was a foul. But yeah, it was a
aggressive
very
play by
physical play.
Edwards out of nowhere. 24-11 at the end of the first. Tina has 8 points. Morrow has 5 rebounds. Lacan has 2 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals in the first. Liv had a really good quarter off the bench, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal in 4 minutes. We held Kelsey Mitchell to 0 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists in 5 minutes. Aaliyah Boston to 0 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist in 6 minutes. Cunningham to 0, 0, and 0. The old Haley Peters stat line in 9 minutes. Just kidding. Love you, Haley. All Fever scoring has come from Odyssey Sims with 6 points and Natasha Howard with 5.
Yeah, it was nice to see us get off to a phenomenal start. Everything was kind of clicking early, which was great to see. Like you said, the steals, we had 5 steals in the first quarter. Like, that's awesome from our defense. That our perimeter defense is growing up very quickly in front of our eyes with that, which is awesome to see. With the challenge stuff, nothing's really standing out here. So there's no anything that I'm seeing right now that they're keeping track of challenge records. But maybe we'll try to, like you said, we'll try to find it
Come
sometime
on.
before.
I bet you the NBA has those stats. If the NBA has it, the W should have it. It's a
I
superior
agree.
league. It's a superior league. Rivers in the second, Rivers rushes down the floor to get the layup after a Lacan rebound. Boston gets her first point 2 minutes into the second. Sophie Cunningham is down in a lot of pain, holding her knee. We know now she will be out for the season. She has since gone on record saying Bria Hartley did not intend to do anything and they are friends. And she even told her mom to take down a tweet that suggested something similar. So anyone who's thinking so could relax.
Yeah, it just looked like an off-balance play. She rolled up on her leg, got caught. There's not really much more to it than that.
Yeah, Brie would have to be an assassin to like plan that.
And don't get us wrong, we can't always defend Bria Hartley on the basketball floor what she does, but we can say this one was pure.
And we haven't. The game she got thrown out, we were pretty fucking pissed. Cost us the game, and it didn't make sense for her to be yelling at the refs. But yeah, so exactly. And hey, I was fair on Cunningham earlier. I said that she probably shouldn't have been a technical. So, but yeah, that's over with. She got me 1 fucking point before in fantasy before she got her
Exited the
knee.
game.
Yeah. In an unfortunate way. You never want to see that no matter who you are.
No.
Unless you're like Trevor Bauer or somebody. Then I wouldn't care. Or like OJ Simpson. I wouldn't care. But he's dead, so. All right. Mabry had a rebound with another long pass. I fucking love Mabry's football passes. This time to Sanaya for a transition layup. Fever got a defensive 3 seconds. Tina shot it and missed, but with Marina on the floor, who shot the first technical free throw earlier in the game, you just got to question why did Tina shoot it, even if
Yeah,
she
I mean,
was.
she's shooting 88% on the season at this point, but I was like, huh, that was a very interesting call to have Marina shoot the first one, and then
Yeah, what is Marina shooting? Do you have
uh,
it? Because if Tina's shooting higher, which she probably is, honestly, why not just have Tina shoot the first one then?
correct. Yeah, that's where I was confused because it was like,
But
and because Marina
but
also
once Marina hit the first one, just let her hit the second one. It's like a
right.
confidence thing. I
She's
guess.
also shooting 88% this season, so toss up.
All right, yeah. So I would have just stuck with the hot hand.
Yeah, it's just a weird call.
I feel like Tina just grabbed the ball and was like, I'm taking it. And then the first time Marina was probably like, I'm taking it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it was whoever had whoever the ball bounced near.
It was
They,
closest to.
grabbed it and went to the line. I don't know. You think Mez was like calling it? Like
I don't know because normally I mean coach chooses. I mean we've seen it.
coaches shout it out, or do you just know you have this is who takes the technical free
Normally
throw,
we
this is who's
know
going
you're
next. This
talking
is
about it. I mean we have a kid who shoots close to 90% as well. So like normally he just walks to the line anyway if he's on the court.
Yeah.
But yes, it should be talked about. So yeah, there's just like a weird nuanced thing in the moment.
Yeah, even if she hit it, it's still like something we want to talk about just to be a podcaster and go in the nuances and the minutia of the game.
You just notice things.
Yeah. A good timeout by Mez. Fever cut it to 12. Feels like Mez usually waits longer to call a timeout until we're down like 6 or 5. Kelsey Mitchell's on the board with free throws 4 minutes into the second. Remember that. That's when she's first on the board. Beautiful cut by Marina with a find by Tina when we needed a bucket. Tina hits Mabry as the defense stays on Tina, and Marina sneaks under the basket unguarded. Marina gets work done from inside in the first half, up to 9 points on 4 buckets, and at least 3 of those were in the paint. Morrow passes up an open long jumper and drives hard and makes a layup. Maybe a move she doesn't make maybe 1 week ago even, but definitely 2 or 3 weeks ago. She definitely just settles and takes that jumper, but her confidence is rising and her ability to get to the hoop is growing, as is her confidence. Mabry hits a deep 3, only the second 3 of the entire game, I believe, for both teams, and then that ends the half 48-29 Sun. Tina is 12, 3 and 2 on 5 of 7. Marina is 12, 1 and 3 on 5 of 9. Morrow is 7 and 7 on 3 of 6. And Rivers has 7 points on 3 of 5. And Edwards and Liv are both 1 of 1 shooting. So very good shooting. And we got our two best players in double digits. And then Lacan is 1 of 3. And Bria is 0, 0 and 0 on 0 of 1 in 14 minutes. Sun were 2 of 5 from 3. And the Fever were 0 of 10, and the Sun lead 15-2 in bench points and 32 and 24 in points in the paint. Joe, first half.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that allowed us to go on the run that we did was we got their bigs in foul trouble. Natasha Howard had a good first half, 13 and 5, but she had 3 fouls. Boston had 3 fouls, so they were using their, and I think Dantas, right? Am I saying that right? Yeah, Dantas. She had 2 fouls, so like a lot of the bigs had foul trouble, which caused them to have to go deeper and deeper into their bench. That's why if you look kind of at at our shooting percentages, everything is mostly around the rim and the mid range because we didn't have to shoot threes, right? We were able to get by their smaller guards on the perimeter. Sophie coming out of the game as well. She is one of their top defenders. So like it just felt like in this first half, the pieces were falling together for a very nice win. And, what happens in the second half, I'm going to let you run on because I wasn't watching this game live. So I was on a trip with my wife and I kept looking at the score and I was like, oh, we're fine. We're great. And then bad things happen. But also I need to run and do something real quick. So keep talking. I'll come back.
All right.
Sorry about that awkward pause. Unfortunately, we're not coming back with good news. So let's talk about the second half, Alex.
Yeah. It started with Bria going down near the basket and was able to cherry pick the next bucket on the other end. When on the other end when we got the ball back, she was still getting up from, I don't know, just being slow. I guess she wasn't hurt, so she just taking her time, being smart, and then knowing we can get the ball back and got an easy bucket. Mitchell hit a three though to cut it to 16, and Mez takes a timeout early. Fever cut it to 14 though, and are driving to the basket, but Morrow gets a strip. The lead is at 13. Rivers just takes it all the way herself, goes past everyone, puts us back up to 15. Sun get called for their second defensive 3 seconds of the game, which is crazy. Like, you rarely see one in a game. This is the third of the game. One was on the Fever, though, earlier. But, yeah, this is our second. Kind of inexcusable. Not going to lose you a game, but that's 2 points and then the ball back. So
you got to be more disciplined.
Yeah, in the right moment, that could probably lose you a game. But obviously, in these moments, it's not going to break you. But it's a momentum to them that you don't need to give them. Lacan is not looking to score in the second half, it doesn't seem. She barely has the ball in her hands either. Mabry has to put up a shot at the end of the shot clock and misses. Edwards has an open rebound but misses the putback and fouls when the Fever rebound. Mitchell hits both and now has 18 points. And it's an 8-point game with 1 minute left in the third. Bria shoots a very long three and barely hits rim, but the shot clock expired anyway. I guess she didn't get it off. Mitchell passed when she probably could have hit a mid-range shot or gotten fouled, but luckily she passed to a person shooting a three who missed. Morrow got a rebound, and Lacan hit a deep three at the buzzer on the other end. 63-52, Sun at the end of three. Still a great chance to win this game. We're up 11 with 10 minutes left. Mabry has 16 points. Tina has 14. It's not like we're being shut down. Morrow's got 9 and 9. She's getting bored. She's getting buckets. Lacan has 5, 3, and 10 assists. She's passing great. Although it does seem like in the third quarter she was not touching the ball at all. But yeah, you were saying you weren't watching much of this second half, right?
No, so I was stat watching, and like something that stood out, and I forgot to mention it before the pause. Like Kelsey Mitchell only had 4 points in the first half.
Yeah.
So you knew that her run was going to come at some point. She's been a dominant scorer a lot of the season, most of the season. She's probably going to get MVP votes. We'll talk about why after one more quarter here, but so she got going. I mean, they scored 23 points in the third quarter. She had 14 of them, and she also had an assist. So it's like she started being, the star player on the floor. And, she got to the line for 5 free throws, hit them all. Like, we just had no answer for her in those 10 minutes of the third quarter. So you start hearing the frustration in my voice because, again, at halftime, I'm like, oh, we're up 21. This is great. Then it started creeping, and you're like, oh, there's no way, right? This can't happen again. Like, I was having, just Minnesota flashbacks.
Yeah. In the fourth, Lacan had another assist to Rivers on a three. Morrow got her 10th rebound. Rivers hits another three on the next possession. Fever take a timeout at 69-54, a minute 9 seconds into the quarter. Rivers fouls Mitchell on a three that she makes, and they call reckless closeout. After they made the free throw, they got possession, and then Hull misses a three. So the Sun are up 11. Mabry had a beautiful pass from way beyond the three to deep down low to Tina, who jumps up and down when no foul is called on a missed layup. Lacan comes in and Rivers goes out with Bria still in at 5:30 left. Thought that was questionable. Tina misses a shot and Hull hits a three to cut it to 8. Timeout Sun with 5:16 left. Tina misses a hook layup with an open LeCan at the top of the arc. Not that LeCan is the best 3-point shooter, but maybe something better that could have happened. But sometimes you got to trust Tina's hook shot. Bria commits her 4th and 5th foul with seconds of each other. And it's the team's 5th. Rivers finally coming in for Bria. 6-point game after the free throws. Mabry goes all the way around the baseline through 2 defenders for a reverse layup for her 20th points. Mitchell gets a steal, but misses the shot. But Hull gets the rebound and Morrow fouls Howard on a made bucket. She hits the free throw, and it's a 3-point game with 3:40 left. 13-2 Fever run. Mabry crosses up Hull, but misses. Morrow offensive rebound, misses, but fouled. Hits 1 of 2, up 4 with 3:20 left. Sims blows by Mabry, 2-point game. Mabry takes a rush 3 and misses. Sims fouled and hits both, and it's tied. 21-point lead gone.
Yeah, I mean, the Bria Hartley minutes there weren't great. Obviously, the back-to-back fouls to get into the bonus, and they were aggressive fouls, but they weren't needed. I believe if I remember correctly, watching back, it was away from the basket, so it wasn't anything someone going to the rim and it was a foul. It was out at half court on an inbound pass. So that was frustrating. You had texted me too, why is she still in the game? We both agreed. It's kind of, this game is kind of the beginning of the.
We needed defense. Time. I don't know why LeCan and Rivers aren't both in.
Yeah, it was just a odd decision. But yeah, Kelsey Mitchell kind of took over, as we know, and then everything with. I feel like we keep getting into these situations, and again, it's probably just because we're mostly watching our team play. I feel like over the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of big, reckless closeouts that have turned into big possessions and continued runs for teams. So it's a hard call because, you want to close out and you want to be aggressive, but at the same time, you got to be able to be under control.
Yep, well, it's only tied right now, so let's just close this game out. We can put it away and never talk about it again. LeCan misses a layup. Tina rebound and fouled. Howard has 5 fouls. Tina hits both. Boston ties it with 2 minutes left. LeCan, at the last second, dishes it out on a drive, and Mabry hits a deep 3. Rivers blocks Boston. Mabry gets the rebound, and they call a foul on Hull, and that got challenged and reversed to a jump ball. Possession Sun. Mabry's pass gets tipped, and the Fever seem to have it in transition, but LeCan hustles back to get possession, and Hull bumps her. So LeCan, they bumped her. However, they're reviewing it if the shot clock expired before the foul, and they determined that the shot clock did expire on Connecticut. So we get effed by the review. 54 seconds. Down 3, Fever have the ball. Mitchell scores and gets fouled with 44.7 seconds left, and she ties it at the line, and the Sun called timeout. Tina hits a shot from the block to go up 2. Boston with an open mid-range jumper to tie it with 20 seconds left, and Mez calls a regular timeout, not an advancement timeout. Mabry able to get into the lane but can't finish, and the Fever rebound with 1.4 left. And they do not score in their last possession for 84-84, end of regulation.
Yeah, it's very hard when you have a big lead like that, for when a team comes all the way back, ties the game late, and you've had your opportunities to win the game. It's very hard to refine that energy to play overtime. All the momentum was in the Fever's favor, and overtime kind of went that way. Kelsey Mitchell, once again, we talked about this before the show. It's do we blame this on Coach Mez? Do we blame this on the players on the floor? It's probably a combination of both. I mean, you got to realize she's on a heater, and I mean, they ran the Aaliyah Boston into Kelsey Mitchell handoff play over and over and over, and we did not do a good job of defending it. But I also think at that point, you just got to run somebody off of her, double team her, get the ball out of her hand, blow up the play. I mean, yes, she's fast and she's a great guard, but she is undersized still. So you have to make her uncomfortable. You can't let her just get into the rhythm, and boy, was she in a rhythm. of doing the same thing over and over again. So, it's frustrating to say the least, but overtime kind of went exactly how I thought it was going to.
Yeah, so overtime, easy bucket for the Fever to start. LeCan banks in a bucket to respond. Mitchell hits a 3 in Rivers' face. Tina misses a long 2. Rivers goes for the pump fake, and Mitchell hits a 3 and has 36 points. Tina misses. Morrow offensive board. Almost lost it, but Mabry ends up with the possession. Ends the possession with 2 points, and she has 25 in total. Mitchell hits a long 2. Tina misses again with 135 left. She was out of gas, I'm pretty sure. Mitchell misses with LeCan contesting a layup. Mabry hits, and it's a 4-point game with 1 minute left. Hull hits a wide open 3, go up 7. And Sun taking forever to set up another play. Tina finally hits a 3 with 20 seconds left, and Sun don't foul until 10.8 seconds left for no reason. Rivers waits 6 seconds to foul now again, down 4. Sims at the line with 4.6 seconds left. Sun down 6. LeCan can barely get the ball inbounded, and Mabry has to shoot from the logo. Pathetic loss. 99-93 Fever final. Mabry 27 2 and 5 on 11 of 21, 2 of 6. Good game for her. Tina 21 6 and 3, 8 of 18, 1 of 3 from 3. Pretty good game for her. Rivers 15 2 and 2 with 5 blocks, which is really good. On 6 of 10 shooting, really good game for her. 3 of 4 from 3. Morrow 10 and 11, a nice double double on 4 of 9. No threes, 0 of 2. And the Can had 7, 4, and 14 assists. I think a career high. Without checking, I can easily say that. Yeah. Anything else, Joe?
About that? I mean, when you read a stat line like that sounds like we should have won very convincingly. So super frustrating that we didn't get the win. We talked about seeing improvement from this team going towards the end of the year, and you don't want to take moral victories, but we did play really well again for 2.5 quarters.
And it took a superstar performance to beat us.
Right, exactly. And like we said, Kelsey Mitchell's going to get MVP votes for what she's done with that team without, Caitlin playing the majority of the season.
She's going to come in 4th, probably.
I agree. Visa.
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it too much because we're going to have an episode where we give our awards.
I'm just naming contenders. Aja Wilson's probably a contender now.
I don't think it's as clear cut as it used to be with Alyssa being out as long as she's out.
No, there's definitely
those are the 3 that are the only people you can pick, I think, so far.
And injuries have kind of derailed.
But I don't know. I'm not going to say who I have right now. I have to dig deep into the stats and see how the season ends because Collier's coming back.
Right.
But yeah, someone's playing really well. Well, they're all playing really well. So, speaking of playing really well, the Suns started playing really well. We got game 2. We got to go up to Washington, the capital. The 6 and 27 Sun now travel and play the 16 and 18 Mystic. We're starting the same 5: LeCan, Bria, Marina, Morrow, and Tina. Tina opens up the Sun scoring with a 3, 11-0 run, and Mez calls a timeout, 13-5. Only other bucket was a Marina layup 4 minutes into the game. Rivers stays hot, though, with a 3 after the timeout. Lindsay Allen getting minutes in the first and throws the ball away. We should be down a lot, but it's a 4-point game as Edwards has 4 quick points off the bench. Mez has played 9 players in the first. Quick trigger on a cold start. Rivers and Edwards helping big off the bench with 11 of our 17. Allen gets a bucket with 6 seconds left to cut it to a 2-point game, and the Mystics don't get a shot off in time to end the quarter. 23-21 Mystics.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you still feel about Bria Hartley starting at this point? Do you think it should be Sanaya starting, or do you think Lindsay Allen should be starting? Do you think stay the same?
Actually, I wouldn't mind Lindsay Allen starting. And then Bria and Sanaya going to the bench. Being on the bench.
Really like right now Rivers off the bench. I think it's a nice
change. If you start Rivers, then our bench is super weak. It's just like Liv and Aaliyah.
And it allows her to be a bit aggressive as a scorer from what we've seen.
You put too much pressure on Bria if she becomes the main bench scorer.
But yeah, no,
Least
I mean,
shootings. So
I obviously I'm on the socials reading everything, and like people are like, why? It was the same thing as before. Why isn't Morrow starting? Why isn't Rivers starting now? It's like it's more the minutes you want from your rookies. Like starting, yes,
yeah,
obviously you want to be a starter, of course, but like we've always said, you want to be finishing games. You want to be out on the floor at the end of a game because that's where the impact is, right? Winning
I
time.
hope I'm pretty. I call those people that are commenting non-listeners. I would hope. Just if you're listening, hopefully you understand. You're intelligent enough to understand that.
We're building IQ here on the
Yeah,
New Shit
it's
podcast.
you can't just if you're getting more minutes and you're coming off the bench, are you really that mad that
Right. And
he's
like
not
Sanaya's
starting?
been coming in 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, literally, and
So
playing over 30 minutes.
yeah.
And Bria's been playing like 14.
Right. After the Indiana game, last two games, she's been quick triggers.
Yeah.
So I was just curious how you felt about it. I think you just leave it the same at this point. I mean,
Alan, I feel like does good stuff when she comes in. I wouldn't even mind if she's re-signed with us next year as a
no,
nice
I think she's
veteran guard.
a great veteran guard to have on the bench.
Yeah,
And when she comes on the floor, like normally something good happens.
she's not one. She doesn't get like ice cold. Like
No,
she could not play for like a month and like come in and get like 2, 2, and 2 in like 7 minutes.
that's called being a pro. Always ready.
Yeah, well, tell that to the rest of our bench or the rest of the league bench. Now people are getting cut left and right, not doing
I
that.
know.
All right, second quarter. Well, we got in the first quarter, our bench had 13 of 21. Rivers with 7, Edwards with 4, and Allen with 2. Only one not to score off the bench who played was Liv. She was 0 for 2. Tina and Mabry have 3. Lacan has 2. Morrow is 0 for 3 and has 1 rebound in 4 minutes. Bria didn't shoot, but has 1 assist in her 4 minutes. A beautiful start to the second as Rivers hit a mid-range jumper on a Lindsey Allen pass on a cut. And then, sorry, the second play was Lindsey Allen pass on a cutting Edwards for a layup. And then the next one was a steal and a bucket for Edwards. It puts Connecticut up 4 on a 10-0 run, going back to the first. Lacan steals. Lacana has a steal and finds Rivers, who hits another mid-range jumper. The underdogs are barking. We just need to get Anissa going today. Allen is in halfway through the second still and hits a 3. Bria has come back in. Every starter but Morrow has re-entered the game, but she's checking back in next and gets in with 4:15 left. 4:15 left in the half. So it sets her up for 8 first half minutes. We are already up 11, so it's not really a complaint, just something I was noticing. Washington hits a shot, and they were away from the ball foul, and the review was upheld. After that, the Sun were only up 6. Lacan gets a blow by layup off a Mystic inbound. Bria steals it and gets fouled right after. And then Bria takes her first shot with under 2 minutes left in the half and misses the 3. Tina got to the line and misses both. Second went in and out though, so not really her fault there. Not like she airballed them. Mabry steals it from Citron and goes coast to coast with 20 seconds left. Connecticut ends on a run, 47-35 Sun, end of half.
Yeah.
Rivers.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna go with the stats. Rivers had 11 points, Edwards 8, Tina 7, 3 and 2, Mabry 5 points on only 2 of 4, and Liv had 3 assists.
Yeah, what I really liked was the minutes distribution. So, even we were up, which was great, but we had Marina with 15, Anissa with 8:30, Tina with 11:30, Bria with 10, 14 from Layla, almost 12 from Ono, 10 for Rivers, 8 for Edwards, and 10 for Lindsey Allen. Like, this is what we asked for,
And you know
right?
what else we asked for? Was even shot distribution.
Yeah.
No one had more than 5 in that half. Rivers and Morrow and Tina had 5. Allen had 3, and Bria had 1. Everyone else had 4.
It's just like we've had, yes, I know Aaliyah Edwards is new to the team, obviously, but like we've had these players for a while now, and people were getting minutes when they shouldn't have been. Torrey hasn't seen the floor. Peters hasn't seen the floor. Like, they shouldn't have, but they were. And that, I mean, we talked about it. That was a mistake. Like, they did not need to be seeing the floor when you have 9 to 10 capable players, or 9 capable players in the rotation. Like, so that was great to see. Good, great first half, but obviously in the back of our minds, we're thinking Indiana.
Yeah. And as new as Aaliyah is to the team, she's familiar, very close with Liv, and she's very close with Tina. It seems on the when they're on the bench together and stuff, they're always like jumping up and down together. So all the UConn girls, yeah. So yeah, it might not be as unfamiliar to her as it seems. But yeah, third quarter, Mabry hits a jumper and then a steal on a Bria layup, and the Sun are on 11-0 run going back to the first half. Shakira Austin tangle up with Marina, but Marina is pissed and pushed Jade Melbourne and got called on a frustration offensive foul. Mabry got open by cutting a lot and is getting open near the basket a lot in this game. And honestly, not just this game. She's like not hitting threes a lot. Sometimes she's shooting a lot. A lot of games recently, I feel like she's not shooting a lot, but she's hitting a lot of buckets near the rim, or getting nice open mid-range buckets off a nice like crossover or something. I don't know if you've noticed that at all or anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like she hasn't gotten the same space that she might have gotten when first coming back from the injury, because obviously wasn't getting a lot of space early on in the season. But I think she's doing a lot better job with actually playing a small forward to shooting guard position, of like putting herself in position in the paint to be successful. When she was playing point guard, she was just getting blitzed at like half court. And it was never, if she would throw the pass for the advantage, which was fine, but like now she's actually catching from the wing. So the screen and roll is happening from the wing, or she's able to break somebody down, or she was posting up a little bit. Like, she's showing why she's, a 3-level scorer.
Yeah, I hope she can get spacing like she had last year in the playoffs. She felt like she was hitting from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to the where are we? The third quarter.
Third quarter.
All right. There we are. Mabry. Okay, Lacan gets another steal and a mid-range jumper, and the lead's back to 10. Liv blocks Kiki, and it leads to Rivers missing an open 3, and then a few missed layups for Liv and Edwards on a really just frustrating possession. That was frustrating enough for me to write it down. Lacan throws the ball away, trying to get it to Edwards in the corner on a drive in the final seconds, and it's 62-51. Sun on the end of the third. Fourth was pretty good. Edwards blocks Citron, and Lacan finds Rivers on the other end in transition. Rivers hits a nice one-on-one crossover jumper. Fourth quarter, around 4 minutes left, we were running a play. I was telling you where they were doing this. I don't know if you figured out what that meant, or you were saying maybe it was what they were. Yeah, you didn't know what they ran after that. All right. Yeah, maybe it's because it was loud in there. I don't know. Sun were shooting 6 of 10 in the fourth, with 15 up 15 with 3 minutes left. Mystics draw the most fouls in the W and attempt 22 free throws a game, and we held them to 14 free throws. Mystic hit a 3 to cut it to 12 with 1:30 left. Tina hit a fadeaway from the block on 2 defenders. Kiki completely misses with under a minute left, and the Sun take it slow until they turn it over, but Citron blows the layup. Mystic get the rebound, and Citron hits a 3 to cut it to 11. But with 20 seconds left, and the Mystic let the Sun run the clock out. 80-69, Sun win. And it's the first win on the road in 13 games. Honestly, when they said that, I was like, you mean like 23 games, right? It's definitely been longer than 13 games. Like, they read the wrong number. But 13 games, wow. Since that Fever game way back when. The final stats were Rivers led the team in scoring with 17, 4, and 1 on 6 of 9, 1 of 3 from 3. Liv 15, 9, and 4 on 5 of 11. Tina 13 and 9 on 4 of 11, 1 of 2 from 3. No one else had over 9. Marina was 9 and 6 on 4 of 10, 0 of 3 from three. Lacan had 8, 2, 5, and 4 steals on 4 of 8, also 0 and 3 from three. Edwards 8 and 4 on 4 of 6. Did her damage early, but it was a nice impactful 8. Allen had 5 points on 2 and 3 in 10 minutes. Honestly, it's pretty good for 10 minutes. I feel like I say that a lot for her. Bria 3 points on 1 of 3 in 14 minutes, and Morrow 2 of 4 on 1 of 7, 0 of 1 from 3 in 11 minutes. Not her night, but didn't need to be. I probably jinxed her when I said she was going to dominate Kiki in the last.
Yeah, no, it was just a very balanced effort. Liv and Edwards, like you said, Edwards had the nice spark in the first quarter, and then Liv was very good for the entirety of the game. And same thing with her. Like, she's coming off the bench now too, but like, could she be a starter still? Yeah, but like, it's just working. I feel like Anissa, it's kind of interesting to see whether or not she gets off to a really good start, and that almost like dictates her rest of the game, right? So it's one of those things where, hey, you win. It doesn't matter how you win. It doesn't matter who is the star tonight. Like, it was a nice balanced attack, and our bench led the way.
Yeah. All right, I've been talking a lot, Joe. Let's get into game 3. You can talk this one. We went to this game. We sat pretty much in the last row, but we got to see the first back-to-back win of the season. We played the Mystic again, obviously this time at home, 16-19 at 7-27. Yeah, just talk about what you saw from this game, and I'll chime in.
Yeah, no, the game was kind of an odd game. It was kind of ugly in that first quarter. Like, we were winning by 5 at the end of the first, but it was like a lot of turnovers for or I guess not really that many as I thought, but it felt like there were a lot of whistles, a lot of turnovers, a lot of reviews. Like, it was very just like slow paced, right? So it was like not a lot of shots were falling, a lot of just going out of bounds, fumble. Like, it was just like a weird dynamic. So, we were just like, oh, here we go. Like, and we've been playing so well in the first quarter of the last couple games. We were like, this isn't a good start for us. What adjustments are made? You just played the same opponent. You just beat them. It's like, it'd be very nice to be able to go out there and, just repeat, right?
Yeah,
So
we're so much better at home. I mean, we're not like world beaters at home, but like we're much
there's a
better
difference.
than we are. Yeah, like if we beat them on the road, we should be able to beat them at home.
Yeah. So, like, it was ugly. We thought after the first, we were like, oh, it's only 15-11. Like, we should probably be up maybe 7 to 9 points here. So, yeah, just whoever came in people just weren't hitting. I also wanted to call out Aaliyah Edwards, the ovation she got checking into the game. Like, it was a really big ovation. You would think she was like on Tina Charles's level, like the veteran coming in. This is the great thing, but
I think it was
tells
one
you a
of
lot
two.
about it tells you a lot about UConn fans.
I think it's UConn fans. I think it's one of 3 things: UConn fans. I think it's Sun fans that are excited, and I think it's a lot of Washington fans. Every Washington fan is also just like happy for her and just like cheering her, just no matter what.
You can tell she's good people, and
Yeah, there were a lot of Edward Washington shirts there, so
yeah,
they were probably
we
also
saw
all
that.
cheering for her.
But
It's not a far drive. 4
no,
hours.
or you take the Amtrak, ride it
Yeah.
up. So, but yeah, so after the first, there wasn't too much really going on. I mean, Tino got off to a really good start. 3 or 4 from the field. She played 8 minutes. And I only bring that up because if I'm okay to transition to the second quarter, this is normally your role.
Yeah, no, talk about whatever you want.
In the second quarter, Tina didn't play at all, which was like,
All I have written down for this game are the stats.
yeah, no, Tina didn't play at all in the second quarter, but
Okay.
it was one of those where, like, again, we were kind of balanced, more of a low scoring game still. Like, we only scored 17 points. They only scored 15 points. Again, a couple turnovers on both sides, a couple fouls. Like, it was just like the game was just happening. Like, there wasn't really a lot of like beautiful plays or great moments. Like, we did a really good job of like jamming Citron. Kiki Irfin was in foul trouble. Like there wasn't really a smoothness to the game. So you wonder if it was just like great coaching on both sides, that they made adjustments, or they saw film from the previous game, or like, let's try to flip it, or if it just happened to be one of those off nights for both players.
Yeah, it felt like a whole lot of nothing. And then you look up at the stats, and it was just Tina was the only one scoring.
Yeah, and like at the first half probably went on for about an hour and a half because there was two different reviews.
Oh my God, yeah.
Melbourne got injured, but she came back in the game later, but she fell and I think she hit her head on the floor on a Sanaya Rivers beautiful rotation block. And then Kiki got a huge welt on her head. She got whacked. I can't remember who whacked her, but it was a funny moment because
Liv, I think.
all the team was like, she had like a huge welt that showed up.
Pretty sure Liv said I hit her or something, and then Steph Dawson was like, "Review it." She just said she hit her.
Like it was just like a funny moment that they had, but like she welted up right away. So there was a quick delay there. There was a couple early challenges on some really bad calls that were like right in front of the referees. Like it was just a long.
It was like 4 minutes left, and we were paying attention during the challenge to the Liberty game because it was like a very close game, and I had it on Prime. And like when the game came back, I swear to God, I thought halftime had ended.
Yeah,
that's how long the challenge was.
It was just a
and
very long.
Oh my God, there's still 4 minutes left to the first half.
Yeah, so my biggest thing was like, okay, is Tina all right? Is this just because 2 games in 3 days? What are we thinking? Yada yada. Like
yeah, and if she's all right and comes back in and plays the rest of the game like she did, we were like, it worked because we left the half winning, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were up at halftime. You know, you're still worried. You're like, oh, is she just not going to play the rest of this game? And then that's going to change the momentum or something. And honestly, I think it probably helped her, which is crazy to think about. Because in the third quarter, she was 6 of 8 from the field.
And Liv was playing really well too. Shout out to
Liv
Liv.
was playing really well. Like there was no need for her to be on the floor, but like the energy from the bench was still really good. Like Liv had a couple strips while she was guarding guards. Like
she was looking like
Lacan.
She looked like Lacan and Rivers out there. She was different people.
No, she did. So, but yeah, in that third quarter, it was just a heavy dose of Tina. You know, she was great the whole time. Layla had a big 3, I believe. Yep, she had a big 3, which is always good because we said is if she can ever get her three-point jumper consistent, like
yeah,
it's gonna be a problem, even a bigger problem. But yeah, it was kind of just again, we were almost in cruise control. It was never at a point where we were like, oh, here we go, the game's gonna get out of hand, or here comes the comeback, or what's going on. Like we actually expanded on the lead in the third quarter. So I mean, and don't get me wrong, like I'm not trying to downplay this game. Like it was a good game to watch. It was just nothing that was like phenomenal. Like Marina Mabry was really good this entire game, but her stat line was like 777. Like it was just like a really weird dynamic of like we played well to win the game, but it wasn't like
we
it was
played
like
better.
the first played game out of the 3.
We just played better than them.
Right. And they seemed like, and unfortunately, you know, they traded away Brittany Sykes, JC Sheldon's still injured. Like, so they're missing the rotation piece that they traded for. But at the same time, like, you know, they made this decision to not just play for this year, but they're playing the long game. And I think right now they're just hitting a wall. And they came off of 2 games that were great before us, but like, just like all these middle level teams, like they look really good one day and then they look completely average or below average the next. So I think we just caught them in a very good 2-game period. And
they just need more depth right now. And
yeah, exactly. Like they have a lot of rookies, a lot of young players, and you know, our young players just happen to outshine them tonight.
Yeah, Tina ended with 21-6 on 9 of 14. And that's with not playing in the second. Edwards 10 of 5 on 3 of 4. No one else had over 10 for us. Liv was 8 of 4 on 3 of 6. Mabry 7 and 5 on 3 of 9, 0 of 2 from 3. Rivers 7 1 and 4 on 3 of 10, 1 of 4 from 3. Morrow 6 of 8 on 3 of 9, and the Con had 5 3 and 5 with 5 steals on 2 of 9, 1 of 4 from 3. The Sun had 15 total steals to the Mystics 5. Bree is the only starter with 1. The others had 2. And the Con had 5, and Rivers had 1 and lived with 2 off the bench. Edwards didn't have any. All right.
And you know what, Alex, too? We only played 8 players. I'm just
So
looking
we
back
should
at
be
it
fine.
now. We only
Well,
played
Allen didn't
Lindsay
play, right?
didn't play, which makes sense because that's more of a Bria backup situation to steal her minutes. It says actually Rhea Marshall was not with the team for personal reasons, so hope actually everything's all right there. I haven't seen anything
Oh yeah, me either.
say otherwise, so hopefully she's all right. But yeah, then again, Haley Peters and Torre didn't play either, and there was no reason for them to.
I'm trying to see what it says on ESPN. If it says that for Rhea. Yeah, you ready for fantasy?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I did not play personal. Oh yeah, hope the best for her. All right, my team was Marina, Tina, Aaliyah Boston, Shakira Austin, nice rhyme, Sophie Cunningham, and Shug Sutton. You had Kelsey Mitchell, Kiki, Citron, Lacan, Howard, and Rivers. How'd you do?
I was thinking about it today, and just based off rewatching the 2 Mystic games and talking through it, I did not feel pretty confident. But as we've talked more and realizing who you had on your team, I think I might have eked out a victory this week.
Nope, you gained all the ground back and then some from last week.
Wow.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell and
did that
Sophie
much.
Cunningham. The Kelsey Mitchell to Sophie Cunningham difference, I think, got it. 295 to 257. That gives you 38-point bump. You now have again a 3-point lead that ties your largest 3-week lead, 8-5. You're up 3,169 giggity to 3,002, which is a 167-point lead, the largest of the season. With only 2 weeks left, should feel pretty confident. Kelsey Mitchell, the largest scorer at 47 for you, and Sophie Cunningham, the lowest for me at 1. In total, we had Marina for me 34, 19, and 21, Tina 31, 25, and 29, Boston 36, Austin 20 and 13, Cunningham 1, Sutton 18 and 10. For you, Mitchell 47, Kiki 25 and 25. Talk about consistent. Citron 25 and 19, Lacan 28, 18 and 18, Howard 29, Rivers 24, 23 and 14.
I'm pretty pleased with myself. The choosing the Mystic twins, the Wonder Twins, choosing them first was a bold strategy.
Yeah, I don't think that's why you won, because
no, it's all Kelsey Mitchell. I'm just trying to play myself
pretty well
up.
too. yeah. If I didn't pick Tina and Marina, I would have been fooked. But yeah, I'm pretty fooked either way. All right, let's preview these games this week, and then we'll get more into fantasy later. Yeah, all right. Where are the Sun in the WNBA? You think we're going up in places, Joe, or what? What do you think we got better at?
We're still in the basement for a lot of things. I would say steals we probably got better at.
Okay.
And I would say we continue to be the leading scorer in mid-range, or like up there. I don't remember if we were number 1, but we're like still probably top 5.
I stopped keeping track of that
one. Free throw percentage, probably in the middle. Everything else is still probably bottom tier.
Yeah, pretty much. We did go up in a few things, in 3 things. Wins, we're still last in 13th. Points, we're still last in 13th. Field goal percentage, we're still in 12th. Last week, we were technically tied in 12th. Now we're sole possession of 12th. 3-point percentage, we're still in last. Free throw percentage, we're still in 5th. Rebounds, we have gone up 1 from 13th to 12th. Assists, we're still in 13th. Turnovers, we're still.
Who did we pass in rebounds? Do you know?
I can find out in a second.
I would assume Dallas.
Teams.
Now that all their centers are injured.
Dallas is 3rd in rebounds per game as a team, Joe.
Are they really?
Yeah. As you'll find out when we play them. Per game, rebounds. Why does it automatically give me bench stats? On our last Storm, the Storm are 12th. 24.6. We are 23.1.
That's crazy.
So yeah. Rebounds we went up 1 to 12th. Assists we are still last in 13th. Turnovers we're still tied for 7th. Steals we went up 3. We are now 2nd in the WNBA.
Yeah, it just felt right.
So that's very good for us. Blocks we are still 8th. Personal fouls we still foul the most at 13th. And fouls drawn we gone up 1. We draw now the 8th most. Take that. Personally, let's go to our team. Tina Charles is 14th in points per game in the W with 16.1. She's up from 15.9 last week. Marina is down from 22nd to 23rd in the league, averaging 14.3, down from 14.4. In rebounds, Anissa Morrow is up 1 to 17th in the W, rebounding 6.2 a game from 6.3. Tina Charles is. Wait, I gotta look at that for a second. That doesn't sound right.
What's your rebounds for the week?
If it's 7.2 or 6.2.
I have her at 5.9, but that's probably not updated from.
Yeah, it's 6.2. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so it was 6.3 last week. All right. And then Tina Charles is 19th, up 1, with 5.9 rebounds, up from 5.7 last week. Olivia Nelson-Adodo is 27th in rebounds, equal for what she was last week, down from 5.3, though, to 5.2. Marina is 16th, up 1 in assists per game with 3.9. Bria is 29th, which is up 1 with 2.9, though, down from 3.1. And Rivers is 32nd, up 2, down though, from 2.9 to 2.8. Kind of funny, though, how they go up, averaging less.
I wonder, too, if Layla still not qualified for assists, because I got to assume she would be pretty decent.
I didn't see her in a. She does qualify now. We will get to her in steals, but I will see where she is in assists.
Because she's 3.8 on my sheet, and I don't know if that counts the 14 assist game.
Yeah, maybe I just missed her. There's a chance.
Because she would be right behind Mabry.
This is all on just on their own WNBA's website. Team players, steals. They're not steals. What are we on, assists?
Mm-hmm.
Layla Khan. Yeah, no, she's not listed.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe you need more to qualify for steals than you do, or more to qualify for assists than you do steals.
Maybe.
Probably a different qualifier. All right, so she doesn't qualify for that then. All right. Yeah, so where was I? I said Sanaya. So Olivia Nelson-Adodo is 7th, which is down 2 in field goal percentage, shooting 53.4%, down from 53.7%. Bria is 22nd, which is down 3 in three-point percentage, shooting 36.7%, down from 38.1%. Lacan is officially first, tied for first with Gabby Williams in steals with 2.4 a game. She was averaging 2.3 last week, so she's up. Sanaya Rivers is now 7th. She's down 1 because Lacan pushed her down, averaging 1.6 a game. She was 1.7 last week. And Liv is 7th in blocks per game with 1.3. That's exactly where she was last week. Rivers is 12th, up 2 spots, where she was 14th last week. She averages 1 block per game, up from 0.9. And the Sun have 0 injuries this week, so we're staying healthy. And the first game we play is against the Sky, another winnable game, even though Angel Reese is back. The Sky come in 11th place with a 9-26 record. And like the Sun, they are eliminated from the playoffs. The Sky have Angel Reese back, like I said, and are coming off a 91-85 victory in Brooklyn against the Liberty. But this, let's dig into their stats. It's not that deep though. around the league. Top fives. The Sky are second in rebounds per game in 35.9, and that's it. Angel Reese leads the W in rebounds per game with 12.2, and Camila Cardozo is fifth with 8.4. Ariel Atkins is tied for third in steals per game with 1.8, and Angel Reese also leads the Sky in points per game with 14.6 and assists with 3.6. So it's pretty much a one-woman show with Cardozo really coming on late as of late. In 3 of 4 matchups versus the Sun, this is the third of 4 matchups versus the Sun for the Sky, or the Sky for the Sun. Both previous games have been in Connecticut, where they have split. The first was a 78-66 win for the Sky, and the second was a 71-66 win for the Sun. For the injury report, only thing for the Sky is Courtney Vandersloot is out for the season, as she has been for most of it. Joe, what are your X's and Joes?
Yeah, I think the game plan is kind of pretty straightforward. I felt a lot better about this game and how we played before seeing Chicago beat the Liberty. Yes, the Liberty are still without Brianna Stewart, but at the same time, they're still, top 4 in the league, right in that top half. So surprising win for Chicago. But like you said it best, it feels like they have one of the best front courts in the league. Angel Reese, dominant. She's been very good since coming back from the injury, but she's put together a very good year altogether. Camila Cardozo has really come on late, like you said. We've kind of been following her stat line. She's been double digits most of the time, clearing it, and it seems like she's been very aggressive on the boards as well. So you really got to be able. It's not just blocking out one person; it's blocking out 2. And then you add Elizabeth Williams to the mix, who was also, who played really well when Angel Reese was out, and she's continuing to play well this season. Averaging almost 9 and 5. That's a really good average for your third forward. And then the other person to watch is Rachel Banham. She's been hitting threes. She's top 3, I believe. I might have changed since I've last looked, but top 3 or 4, 3 to 5 range probably in 3-pointers made this season. She's been very consistent, hit a lot. Maybe I should double check myself before I lie.
She's not top 5, but she's
I feel like she's been hitting like.
Why is it? Totals. Rachel Banham is 7th.
7th. All right, so she's moved a little bit because I know she was higher at one point, because when I was watching one of the Chicago games, they had talked about her 3-point prowess. So
she's got 73, Ionescu 79, Jewel Lloyd 80, Plum 82, McBride 82, Alicia Gray 87, and Kelsey Mitchell 88.
So she was right there in the mix with those other kind of that 5 range. Anyway, she's one of the better shooters in the league, made threes. And she'll pull from deep. So it's, getting a hand up, making her put the ball on the ground, making a decision. She's kind of playing pseudo point guard for them. Another name that's come on as of late is, we're going to butcher the first name, but Sevi Uzun. She's from Turkey. It's her second year in the league. She's been getting a lot of run lately, so I'm interested to see, how she handles our pressure as well. And then the last name you can't forget about her is Ariel Atkins. She got thrown out of the game with Bria Hartley last time, so we caught a break there. I don't see that happening again. So, you have to be able to take away a lead guard, and that is who she is. So you're looking at trying to control the boards because they're going to get rebounds, but you have to try to limit Chicago to 1 shot of possession. And then it's keeping Banham running her off the 3-point line, and then it's keeping Ariel Atkins in the mid-range trying to take tough jump shots.
Yeah. Is Reese playing point a lot? Like, is she taking the ball up a lot?
It's like point forward. Yeah, even if she's not bringing it up, she's starting the offense at the top of the key with it.
So she's doing that. Get hands on her. Get like the LeCann or Rivers to swipe at her. If not, just have Liv try to have her miss as many layups as she can, and eventually try to get one of the rebounds. I mean, if she makes her layups, then there's nothing you can do. If not, have Tina try to play her tough, but I don't think she's that type of defender anymore. So my expectation is to have put Liv on her, use her length to try to annoy Reese with hands while she drives. And then besides that, you got to just be better than everyone else on the floor. That's the only player that's probably going to be. If she's the best player on the floor, you can still win this game by having everybody else be better than everybody else on their team.
Do you think they make a change to the starting lineup because of the size?
What would you change? Just put Liv in?
Live over Morrow for the height. Because,
They
you know,
did it against
Cardozo's
Vegas.
6'7".
They did it against Vegas, so maybe, yeah. Yeah,
We'll see.
it wouldn't be bad to match Liv with Reese.
No, I don't think so because Tina's going to have to body with Cardozo anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. My expectation is to still play a really close game and win. But I don't expect it to be like a blowout win or a easy win anymore. They're playing well. And they're gonna come in feeling well, like feeling really good. So hopefully they're feeling too good and they underestimate us. But that's just me hoping. I don't know. All right, game 2.
Game 2, we have the Liberty.
I want to say this is a harder one, but they just lost to the team we were just talking about.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. Like the Liberty are still the Liberty, but it feels like they're making sure Brianna Stewart is 1,000% before bringing her back.
yeah,
Which
she said she wanted to come back at some point. I forget what game it was, or maybe it was her birthday, or like some special game or some special date. She's like, I'm coming back for that one.
Well, I wonder if it has anything. It just give her a couple games before the playoffs just to get her into a rhythm, seeing the floor, being on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, their first round matchup might actually be tough now.
Right. They've dropped down in the standings, lost a couple games they probably shouldn't have.
So what is it? What is 1 play 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5? So they have to play Phoenix. They're probably going to get bounced in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, on paper right now, it's very hard to go against.
Yeah, she's not ready to go.
Yeah. So for us, we got to look to take advantage of Brianna Stewart still being out. You got to put pressure on Ionesco. In the game that we beat the Liberty, we made her life hell. I know Misamin didn't play that game, but it starts and stops with Sabrina Ionesco. If you can kind of keep her under control, you never know when she's going to get loud being on the floor. But she's just a top tier player in the league. You also have to make sure Jonquil Jones. I feel like she's taking a lot more jumpers this season, but she has a very smooth jumper.
She's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league right now.
Right, like you can't really be upset about it. So same with her. You just got to close out and contest. She doesn't really jump too high on her jumpers, so it's like you don't necessarily need to worry about a shot fake. Stay down. If she shoots it over you, let her shoot it over you, and just make it a tough shot. Those are their two horses. Natasha Cloud, obviously very, very good point guard. You try to make her life difficult. And then, it's stopping the shooters off the bench or the role players, right? Marine Johannes, she's deadly shooter. She can get going very quickly. Leonie Fibic, she's a great role player, 6'4", has length, can post you up a little bit. She's looking to hit that corner 3. Feels like the first play of their games are always run for her, and she delivers. So, while the Liberty might be fragile, and we talked about it last time where they were in a state of flux, they're still in a state of flux. You got to hope that, same idea. They start 2 bigs now. Is this going to be a run where Liv is starting because they've got the 2 bigs? Misamin, I mean, I like Morrow versus Misamin, to be honest, just because it's the strength and the hunger versus the vet. But, I can see this being a very close game, actually. And having to try to pull one out towards the end.
I think that was the first ever premature X's and Joes, but you were coming in so hot, I just let you go. But Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying, but I'm just going to backtrack a little and talk about the Liberty. They come into this game 22-14. They're in fourth place, like we said. Right now, they would be lined up to play the Mercury. They are coming off a loss against the Sky, like we said in the Sky preview, but they were just able to finally beat the Lynx at home in their first time this year in their four attempts. But they dropped another one. After dropping another one to them right before that, and then to the Aces as well. The Liberty have lost 4 of their last 6. So they're weak right now. The Liberty, though, in top fives in the W are all over the place. Unlike this guy, the Liberty are second in points per game at 86.4, second in assists per game with 22 a game, third in field goal percentage, shooting 45.4%, fourth in steals per game with 8, tied for third in blocks with 4.6 a game, second in three-point percentage, shooting 35.7%, and have made the most threes with 358, and are first in free throw percentage, shooting 83.7%. Despite despite that, the only person on the leaderboard is in three-point percentage, though. And then first is Jonquil Jones shooting 46.1. Second is Leone Phoebus shooting 45.2%. And fourth is Kennedy Burke shooting 43.5%. This is the last matchup of these two teams. The Liberty won the first by nearly 50 on the 1st of June. And the Sun won the next 78-62 and then lost 87-78 in back-to-back games in early August. The injury report, Stewie, like we said, is out until at least the 28th. This game is on the 25th. Isabel Harrison is out with a concussion until at least tomorrow. That's all the information we have. And Sabali is out until the 25th. So that's when this game would be. So probably all 3 of them will be out, knowing the injury reports. But Harrison with the concussion, honestly, I've not heard much. Not a Liberty podcast, so that could be back soon, maybe. But that should make a difference in my expectations, which are to lose. But play well. I do think Sabrina probably plays really well against us at home.
Brooklyn's a hard place to play.
Yeah, and I just don't think it'll be well. It'll just go well. My expectation is somebody has to have a big game. It doesn't have to be Marina or Tina, but I don't know who else is going to put up big numbers. Maybe Sanaya again, but like, what's her ceiling? 20, maybe
15 at this point.
She had a 17 or 19-point game, didn't she?
No. I thought you mean in like this kind of a game.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying, like in any game, maybe I'm saying this game, maybe she can put up whatever, but yeah, it's probably gonna have to be Marina or Tina that steps up and puts up over 20, 25 if we really want to have a chance in this game, because I feel like Sabrina is gonna go off. You want to add anything else?
No.
Got it all out?
I think so. I think a lot of X's and O's there.
All right. Now I got to go back-to-back stats and talk about Game 3. Sun are at the Wings. We go to Dallas. Dallas are 9-27 in 12th place. This might be a game for last place here. Dallas is coming off 3 losses in a row. Before that, they beat Indy, and then they had lost 5 in a row before that. Dallas is 3rd in rebounds per game with 35.7 and 4th in free throw percentage, shooting 80.9%. Shaking your head like you don't think they can rebound.
Well, Yi LaRue has been hurt, right?
Yeah,
that
but
was a recent. They traded
this is the entire season.
They traded DJ Carrington. Like, these are good rebounders.
Those are people they had.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you would think those numbers would have skewed very differently by now. But continue.
I don't know. They still had him for a lot of the season. And they still have Hines Allen. They still have I don't know who rebounds, but they still had rebounders throughout the entire year at one point or another. It averages out. But yeah, it's clearly their strategy, just replace rebounders with rebounders, I guess. Yeah, they're 4th in free throw percent, shooting 80.9%. Paige Beckers is 5th in points per game as a rookie, scoring 19.7 a game and is fifth in steals with 1.7. Paige also leads her team in assists per game with 5.3. Maisha Hines-Allen leads her team with rebounds with 5.4. This is the third and final time these teams will play. The Wings are 2-0, beating the Sun 109-87 and 86-83. The injury report, JJ Quinterly is out. Nothing written on her return, but her return date says the 24th. So who knows what that means. Arike says she has knee tendonitis and will be reevaluated in weeks, which means that'll be probably at the end of the season. Leah Rue is out and says nothing written besides May 1st return date, which is after the season.
I'm pretty sure they shut her down for the season.
Yeah, and Ty Harris is out for the season.
Yeah.
All right. It's time to get into fantasy picks.
Hold on.
What?
I have to give my
yeah. I thought you did it at first already. I forgot.
Well, it's fine. It's probably going to be about 20 seconds of tape. So, very easily, you cannot let Paige beat you. It's the roster is depleted. You know, they've got some players. Haley Jones has been playing decently. Gloss Slingler.
Oh my God! What? Say it again.
No, that was really bad. That might take the cake.
Would you call her a glossy marker?
Glossinger. Gisel Soder.
Close.
We'll just go with that. She's been playing pretty well as a big off the bench. I feel like she started some games with all the trades afterwards. Again, not a WNBA podcast to have everything, but
I'm not going to say her name until I pick her. If I pick her in fantasy, because if you pick her, I want you to say her name again.
But yeah, I mean, they've got players who are role players, and they're playing role players. They play their roles. So if Paige is carrying this team, she can carry a team, as we saw in the Sparks game, where she literally put up 40-something points, and they almost won that game after being down like 9 with like a minute left.
I don't know how the Sparks didn't win that game 100-81.
Yeah.
Paige scored 44 of 80 points.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild. So it's really stop Paige.
My expectations are to win this game and beat them finally.
Yeah, I agreed. The fact that we haven't beat them yet bothers me.
Yeah, let's get out of last place. Let's beat Chicago. Let's beat them. Let's be third to last, and let's ruin Chicago's draft pick.
Yes.
All right, you ready? Record prediction. What do you got this week?
2-1. I think we get wins versus Chicago and Dallas. I think we're playing better. We've played 3 really good games in a row. It's just keeping that momentum now.
2-1. Who do we lose to?
The Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
But I agree with you. I think that game is competitive.
I'm also going to say the exact same thing. We are going to win and beat the 2 teams right above us and climb. All right. Fantasy.
Well, and Alex, wasn't our number we said was like, we're like very close to it. 12 wins. Isn't that what we said? We'll have to look back. But
it was like 13. I have it right here.
13?
I think that was over under was 13. It was 12 and a half, and we both said over. I said 13. You said 15 originally.
Damn Valkyrie.
All right. I think it's your pick first.
Yes. Now, the strategy here would be to do a long-winded conversation and just, I'm going to pick Tina Charles.
What?
I was going to do a long-winded explanation, and I'm like, nah, just pick Tina.
Yeah, explain it. Give the people some podcasting.
Tina's been really good. Tina's going to have to be really good, and she's going to be really good.
All right. She's averaging 60.1, 5.9, and 1.7. I am going with Paige Beckers.
Oh, I'm shocked.
She's 2. Tina was 1 on my board. Paige is 2 on my board.
I tried to bait you.
19.7, 4.1, 5.3. Easily the best on our team. So yeah, the rest of that team's gonna be hard to pick. But yeah, you're gonna get another good player here.
Yeah, you needed a home run, so that's understandable. I'm gonna go with Sabrina Ionescu here. It was between the two players. Sabrina hasn't had an explosion game in a little bit while here, so let's see if she does it versus us.
Yeah, that was 3 on my board. 19, 4.8, and 5.3. So I'm gonna go with 4 on my board and keep it going. Angel Reese, 14.6, 12.2, 3.6. She's just gonna dominate no matter what she plays. Have put up numbers probably. She had a triple double against us already when we were much worse, but I don't see her not having at least a double double.
Yeah, I think the ball is actually in your favor here because I kind of want both of these players, but I think whichever one I don't take, you're going to. But I'm going to go just for the notion that the team's not deep. I'm going to go with Camila Cardozo.
Okay. She was 6th, so I wasn't gonna go with her. Unless you picked this who I had 5th. But if I had the option, I was going to go with Jonquel Jones. But Camila Cardozo is 13, 8.4, and 2.3. Jonquel Jones, 15.1, 8.6, and 2.6. Those are my next two.
Yeah.
So 1 through 6 off my board. This is probably the cleanest fantasy we've had so far based on my board.
Yeah, so now it's kind of difficult because you can go in a couple different directions, right? I could go try to get Marina. I feel like you want me to try to do that. I'm going to go with Le Claw and take Layla Lacan.
Okay, I didn't even write her.
Disrespect.
Off board. I only put 4 people. Hey, she's 17th. So you're done with
Connecticut is done. But yeah, if Layla has another big game where she has multiple.
Marina is 7th on my board. I didn't know if I wanted to take her. I do love the depth. I have Liv and Rivers 8, 9, and 10.
You need the home run.
I know, but Mabry's not getting me home runs. But consistent, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to it. I'm taking Emma Miesemann.
It's a solid pick. She's been very consistent, double figures in
board.
every game except one.
Yep. 13.9, 6, and 3.9.
Yeah, very nice pickup. Obviously, could you imagine if they didn't get Miesemann on this team?
Yeah, they'd be in trouble.
They'd be in a lot more trouble. I'm going to go back to Chicago, and I'm going to get Ariel Atkins. And let's hope she doesn't get kicked out.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I think I did this too fast, and I didn't put Atkins in. That's an oversight. But I don't think I would have picked her. And you would have taken her before I would have went last with my Chicago players anyway. But yeah, I should have looked at the roster longer. I don't know why. All right, I will take Maddie Segrist and close out
Dallas,
and we'll tell you it's pronounced Geisel Soder.
Geisel Soder. That means I
11.8, 4.6, and just over a half of assist a game for Maddie.
I then need to take a Liberty first. So but I could just go because you can take neither Dallas or whatever. So I'm gonna go with Natasha Cloud. She's
You
a
sure? You sure?
I don't know. Why wouldn't I be sure?
You want to lock it in?
I'm gonna lock it in.
All right. I mean, I've drafted both my Liberties, but locked it in. Natasha Cloud, 10.1, 3.7, 5.4.
Wait, what happened?
I mean,
I only have Dallas left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I drafted both my Liberties. I thought I didn't.
No. I was just debating whether I wanted to get a Dallas, but then I realized you drafted both Dallas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to get Connecticut now and Chicago.
Yep.
And what do you have? Tina, Sabrina,
2 Dallas,
and Natasha. Wow. All right, I'll take Mabry.
Yeah, I mean it's great value at this point.
Yeah, 14.3, 4.6, 3.9.
which means I'm going to go with Zaza James.
All right, Isaiah James, 7.2, 2.9, 1.6. 14th on my board. And I will go Rachel Banham, hit some threes. 15th on my board, 9.4, 1.6, 2.5.
And then I am going to go with the German Luisa.
Geisel Soder, 7.3, 4.8, 1.6.
Geisel Soder.
So, Joe, you have Tina Charles, Sabrina Ionescu, Camila Cardoso, Natasha Cloud, Louisa Geisel Soder, Isaiah James, Layla Lacan, and Ariel Atkins. And I have Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, Jonquel Jones, Marina Mabry, Emma Mieseman, Maddie Segrist, and Rachel Banham.
Sounds like a victory for somebody.
Did I not pick one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Banham, you just put Reese.
Yeah, I didn't. Who did I not have?
Did you only pick one son?
Oh, yeah, Mabry and Liv. I get last pick.
Yep.
All right, I'm taking Liv.
Fair. I think she's got to have a big week if we're going to be successful.
All right, so I have Paige, Reese, Jones, Mabry, Mieseman, Liv, Segrist, and Banham. All right. For our other games, our brightest star. Last week I said Anissa Morrow. You said Tina Charles. The players of the game were Marina Mabry, Liv, and Tina. I'll let you decide who you think yeah, you get it?
Tina gets the point.
All right.
More so based on the last game, in which nobody else played extremely well. She carried the team in the first and the third quarters.
All right, you got 5 points. Who are you picking this week as your brightest star?
I am going to pick Olivia Nelson-Ododa. I think she, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if she starts, and if she doesn't, she's going to have a big impact on all three games.
Okay, you pick Liv. I am going to look at the roster. It's going to come to me. Liv was a good choice. That's who I was thinking of, but I don't want to pick the same person. But I didn't write it down, so I'm not committed. I had a feeling you'd also say that after what you just said. It's not going to be Bria. Marina, do it for my fantasy team. It's not going to be Ray or Haley. We're eliminating names here, and it's not going to be Lindsay. It's not going to be Sanaya or Morrow. Can't be Leah Edwards. So it's going to be Tina or Layla or Marina. All right, it's going to be Marina. Just fucking step up. Hit some threes again. Get back. We're playing bad teams. Do your thing. You haven't been fucking player of the game since week 4.
Oof.
For us, at least. No, week 11.
Yeah,
week
you're
11.
right.
Week 11, we gave it to her. No, she gets it like once a week, but
yeah.
All right, and brightest star. Unfortunately, we forgot to make a pick last week.
Oh wow.
We went over it and then just started immediately talking about the relocation after.
We were that passionate.
Yeah. So, who you got this week for another bright star? Nothing to go over.
Another bright star. Give me Sanaya Rivers. I'm taking the two benchies. They've been a big impact on games, and I mean, Rivers has to have an impact off the bench.
I want to say Anissa Morrow because I picked her to be my bright star last week and go out, and you might get benched one of these games for the height. But honestly, I want to see Aaliyah Edwards continue to play well and put up bigger stats.
I like it.
So 8+ points. You're putting up 8+ points. I'll give myself a win. Remind me of that. But yeah, she's around 8 and a couple rebounds. I'll be happy. So yeah, that's that's all we got for this week. Unless you got anything else.
No, yeah. Only thing I could think of, and we probably should have mentioned it at the beginning of the episode, so maybe we'll have to do a tagline or make a quick intro to add on this. We are 1 follower away on Instagram from.
Oh no, we hit it. We got it.
Oh, we hit 150?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
Oh my God! All right, we'll celebrate that another time in the beginning of an episode.
Yeah, we got 150. I don't know if it was a real person or whatever, but it's a follow.
Then otherwise, it's.
Oh yeah, Save the Sun. Save the CT Sun followed us. I thought you made that profile.
Love it. I did not make that account, but I love it. But
Shout out to whoever did.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Hashtag Joe did not make that up. Hashtag that's an old saying. Hashtag they don't watch our podcast. Yeah, there's 2 episodes left of the season, and then we're getting into off season. We're still going to be doing weekly episodes, even when Joe does fucking basketball and he can't record. I'll still put something out. Hopefully, get a guest or I'll start interviewing Sun players. And Joe else and quit his job. I'll get that guy on who asked that good question one time. You remembered his name? What was it?
Anthony Price.
Yeah. What did he work for? What magazine? Can't believe magazines are still existent.
Well, it was a newspaper. I don't remember what.
It was? I thought it was a magazine. Anthony Price, CT Sun.
CT Hoops magazine. You're right.
Got to get a copy of that and have him sign it.
Love it.
He asked the best question of the year. Honestly, I haven't watched that many post-game presses.
I haven't either.
Next year we got to lock in.
Maybe.
Next year we got to reply and ask the questions.
Maybe.
All right. If you got any ideas for off-season episodes that you want us to do, let us know. But I got a few fun ones in the tank. The first one will be about reviewing the players and talking about them and thanking them for their efforts and things like that. And then we'll get into fun game-like topics and things like that. But yeah, we got 2 more recap and review episodes left. Hopefully we can crawl out of last place and save us some dignity and end on a good note.
Yes, sir.
Say something else. Don't end on a yes, sir.
Thanks, everybody.